I was watching the debates last night, and I couldn't help but think, look at these two 75-year-old men arguing like little fucking kids back and forth. And it just makes me think, look at the society we live in. And you have to put society in quotes, because it's one big fucking shit show. These Republicans and Democrats literally don't give a shit about everyday people. They don't serve normal people. All they do is serve the rich. They serve the corporations. They serve the rich fucking billionaires and millionaires on Wall Street that all have money in the stock market. Oh yeah, the stock market's doing great. Look at all the money they're making. Look how great the economy is. Yeah. So after COVID, the economy crashes, but Wall Street makes a big comeback. Oh yeah, so all the rich people are doing great and are being, are profiting off of all this fucking bullshit. Meanwhile, all the regular people are jobless and poor, and it's the same old fucking story though. People are still going to vote Democrat, they're still going to vote Republican, they're still going to vote for the same old bullshit that we've had for the past 170 years. And people don't understand. They don't understand how this democracy works, how this constitutional republic works. You exercise your power as a citizen with your vote. And if you vote for Democrats or Republicans, you are literally giving up that power. You are saying, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to vote for the party because, that's what I'm conditioned to do. That's all I've ever done is vote for either a Democrat or a Republican because that's my only choice. Well, no, you actually do have other choices. There are actually third-party candidates out there. And that is how you take your power back. As the people of this country, that is how we get our power back from the stranglehold that Wall Street has on our government, because that's who's running our government. It's Wall Street. It's the billionaires, it's the bureaucrats, it's the corporations. That's who's running this country. And if regular people want to take their power back from the government, you vote third party and you eliminate that power, you eliminate that stranglehold that those two parties, that duopoly, has on our government. And I can't tell you that's going to solve all our problems, but what I can tell you is that is a step in the right direction. Because like I said, 170 years of the same old bullshit, just Democrats and Republicans going back and forth. You get 4 years of one, 4 years another, 8 years of one, 8 years of another, and it's a stalemate, and that's how it's designed. They want it to be a stalemate. They don't want progress to happen. They want us to be running in place so that we can't actually improve as people and as a society. And you get exactly what you get in those debates last night. You get Jerry fucking Springer in our government. That's you have literally fucking, it's a shit show. You have these clowns just berating each other on stage like children. And yeah, that's the leadership of this country. And yeah, so that's why our families are fractured. Our society is a fucking, it's a joke. Like war is still an acceptable thing. Like, that's just normal. Oh yeah, well, we're fucking bombing people and dropping bombs with drones overseas, making more military bases, dropping $800 billion into our military every year. Oh yeah, that's normal. But the rest of our country back at home, well, who gives a fuck about our country at home? As long as we're making billionaires and millionaires, lots of money in the stock market and overseas, and making all these military bases overseas, and as long as that's happening, well, everything is good. Who cares about the people back home? So that's what you do. You vote third party, and we as the people of this country take back our power, and we take back our government from the duopoly that has run us and run this country into the ground. And that's what we get. We get wars, constant recessions, And yeah, so that's how you take your power back. You vote third party. You get rid of these actors, because that's all they are. They're actors. They these politicians, Democrat, Republican, they all get in there with they all get in there with the best of intentions, and then once they're in there and they find out, oh shit, this is not what I thought it was. I don't have any power unless I play ball. And playing ball is just bending over and taking it up the ass for the corporations, for the banks, for the bureaucrats that are running everything. You vote third party. You vote third party for the people who you've never heard of, the people who actually want to do things right. You vote third party and you get rid of all those fucking pretenders, all those fucking criminals. I mean, Donald Trump talks about cleaning the swamp. Dude, Israel owns you, okay, first of all. And if you know anything about Israel and you know the shit that they're doing overseas, you know that, yeah, you're just as dirty as all the other ones, Trump. And look, Trump getting elected was a good thing. That was a good start for this country. But he is owned, he is bought and paid for by Israel. Sheldon Adelson is his top donor. If you don't know anything about them, definitely do some research into those people. Sheldon Adelson and the Zionist elites that are running Israel over there. It's not even Israel. Israel is not the issue. It's the evil Zionist elites that are in charge over there that are fucking, I mean, just killing people at will, killing Palestinians at will, and taking over the Middle East. And this is our territory. It's ordained to us by God. Oh yeah, that's not crazy. There's nothing insane about that. If the people of America want progress, if they want results, if you want to get rid of systematic racism, if you want to get rid of the constant stalemate in Washington where it feels like we get nothing done, where we're running in place, if you want to get rid of, the domination of Wall Street and the constant wars and the recessions that are always happening, it's always something that comes up. It's, another false flag happens where, oh, we got to shut everything down. We got to crash the economy because, there's something bad going on. Oh, yeah, okay, well, meanwhile, rich people, their gyms are still open. They're keeping all their businesses open. They're still doing good. Amazon is essential workers, but everybody else, their businesses can die and crash, and now we have to all depend on the government and depend on the biggest corporations. They can still survive because they're at the top and they're allowed to do everything. But all the little guys, we can just go. We can go away and suffer and be poor. And if that's what you want, if that's the society you want to live in, you can continue to vote Democrat and Republican. Or if you want to change things, if you actually want to improve society and for the next generation and the next generation, if you want your kids to live better than you vote third party, and we get on the right track as a society and as a people. Because if not, well, we can just continue with just like we had at those debates last night. We can continue with the shit show and continue with Democrats and Republicans and just watch your family break apart, watch your kids fail, and watch society go down the toilet, because that's where we're headed. And last night is a perfect example of that, those debates. That shows me exactly where we are.